You are now tuned in to the hottest inspirational talk show on the market. Turn up your speakers and listen in as Ms Yvonne talks life, love, and godly relationships.
Well, hello there. OMG, I feel like I have a special word, and this word is for somebody. To me, I keep hearing Marcus Rogers. I think that's his name. He's a prophet on YouTube. He's from out of Chicago. And I feel led to include him in this message. I follow him. I keep up with him. And today I seen something by him and I was disheartened. It looked like he was getting weary in well-doing like we do, because when you have to fight the good fight of faith, sometimes we underestimate how hard that can be, because a lot of us, we believe that having faith is, a walk in the park. People think that serving God is just easy. People think that being a Christian is easy. And it's peaceful. But we war. And we don't war against flesh and blood. But we have to war in the spirit. And when you are warring spiritually, you have to eat. Right? You have to eat. Like, I want to say, who was that? Ezekiel? Or was that Elijah? Who was running from the ladies? This is not part of it, so excuse me for not having that down pat with the names. But remember, he had killed all these people, and then he came back, and the lady was like, "Oh, man, I wish I had the details. Let me not even get into that because I didn't brush up on that, so I don't even want to start confusing it. But basically, he ran because the lady said, "I'm gonna kill you," right? "I'm gonna kill you." So he ran, and angels came up to him and said, "You need to eat. You need to eat." And sometimes when we are fighting spiritually and we are pouring into others, we too have to find somewhere that nourishes us. We too have to find somebody that feeds into us, right? Because you have an army and then you have a commander in chief, right? So you need to eat, whether it's spiritual food, real food, nutritious food. The same way you're eating healthy in real life is the same way you need to get filled up. And somebody that's fighting as hard, fighting that good, hard fight of faith, like right now, this is tough for some people. Like it's a cakewalk for me. You understand? But I've been tried and true already. You see what I'm saying? I done been through the fiery furnace and came out on the other side. So I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be in a place by yourself, or you feel by yourself and you're fighting alone. And everybody who's supposed to be with you turns against you, right? Because they don't see it. They don't get it, because it's levels to this thing, right? So they don't even understand what's going on. But let me tell you something. I also survived that fiery furnace by myself, okay? It was hard. I wanted to cry. I wanted to fumble. I wanted to give up. I wanted to be like, "God, why?" But I couldn't, because I know God and I love God and I had nowhere to run. All I could do was have God. All right. Some of us are in a position where we proclaim God is this to us. God is everything. God has given us these messages, but we're also being tested. Okay. People have a way of nipping at you and biting at you. Those are snakes. They don't even know no better. Some people just hate you because of the way you look. Some people hate you because of the attention that you get. Some people hate you because they wish that God was speaking to you the way that you can speak and hear from him. But do we give up because of that? Do we throw in the towel because of that? Because if we do, then what? Then what? Then it was all in vain. That's what made me never quit. Because I got to see it to the end. I want to see what God can do for real, for real. See, I believe this Bible. I take this Bible for real, for real. It's the truth to me. I do things with God that I ain't never seen done before, not with my own eyes. That's how real it is. I watch God just lift me up, take me places. I'll step out on faith. And everywhere that he has brought me, he has provided for me. You know, they say, he'll give you that provision. And he does every single time. I don't doubt God at all. God said he gonna win. He gonna win. Point, period, blank. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody gets on underneath, comments, tweets, posts, draw a picture, make a flag, do whatever you want. See, because God's word ain't going to return unto him void. And if he said it, he's not a man that he should lie. But he's going to test us. He's going to test our hearts. He wants to know, if I send an army to get you, and shut you up, are you not going to believe no more? You going to bow your head and bow out? See, God led me to Daniel. The book of Daniel. I love Daniel. Daniel is like my role model because to me, Daniel was a man of excellence. He's like a perfectionist. He reminds me so much of Job, and they are like people I strive to be like, and I'm so grateful that God has placed them in the Bible with their stories, but it's their stories that are getting me through life. So I want to reiterate that to you all. I'd like to go check out Daniel chapter 3. When Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego get thrown in the fire. You see, an army came. The army got involved. Because the government was pissed off. Excuse the language, but that's what it was. They was mad. Nebuchadnezzar was like, bruh, go get them. They sent their strongest men out. Because of their faith, you sent the strongest men out in your army to throw these men into the fire. Because of their faith? Because of what they believed in? See, that fire can be people's mouth. That fire can be gossip. That fire can be God not coming in your timing. Because God don't work on our time. And God, that's the thing about him. He may not come when you want him, but he's always right on time. See, I've learned that with God. And you cannot manipulate his timetable. You can't guess it. You can't do none of that. None of that that's what makes it a surprise. That's what makes the movie good. Okay? It's like we living in a movie. These men went into the fire with God. And they said, you know what they said? I'm trying to find it exactly in here. I had it set to the side. One, they always had respect for government. Okay? Because you don't have to like who's in government. But there is a certain level of respect that you must have in how you handle people, differences, opinions. You understand what I'm saying? So when you're dealing with the political realm, you can't fight like how I would fight in the hood. See, in the hood, it's different. But in the military, there's commands. There's a chain of command. And you have to keep everything in perspective. You still have to remember, like, okay, this is how I talk to these people. I still have to be respectful. As a Christian, I have to be respectful, whether I agree or I disagree with what you're doing. I still can voice my opinion. I can still tell you that you're wrong, but I can also tell it to you in a very respectable manner. That's one thing that I noticed that these guys did, because they talk to the king like, look, king, this ain't really about us. This is what we believe, and this is what you have going on. And, we don't really want no beef. But basically, if we perish, we perish. Right? Look what they said in verse 17. Chapter 3, verse 17. If it be so, our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thine hand, O King. Basically, they said, look, if it's God's will for us to be thrown in the fire, then that's fine. Because we know that comes with it. Because we got to face some type of persecution. And maybe persecution ain't what it was back then. Because ain't nobody going to walk up to me and kill me over being no Christian. And I can tell you what, I'm going to swing back regardless. We going down together, baby. Okay? I'm just putting that out there for free. But you ain't going to touch me. That's just mentally what I think. I don't know. Fix it, Jesus. Anyways. But they basically are saying, even if you throw us in the fire, our God can deliver us. Not only will he deliver us out the fire, but he's going to deliver us out your hands too. See, you gotta know how to stand on faith. See, if you don't stand on faith, you could fall for anything. You understand what I'm saying? Your faith got to last the test of time. See, the test is in the time. Because who knows how long it'll take God to respond. Because he has to work with all these different pieces. There's a lot of puzzle pieces that he has to put together. And we have to learn to wait on the Lord. See, that's how you lose a lot of relationships and a lot of Christians and even a lot of marriages. Because people are in a rush. They don't want to wait. See, our God, he like an oven. You got to put that food in the oven. You got to let it cook. You understand what I'm saying? You got to let that thing get up in there. This is not a microwave God. We don't get to tell him what to do. He has to tell us what to do. Not only that, he said, I'm going to jump in the fire with y'all. Now, God could have just did anything else. He could have did anything else. But he said, nah, I'm going to show you how real this is. Not only are you going to get in the fire, but I'm coming down there with y'all, right? Because we're going to get through this together. That's why I came on earth and walked among you. That's why I'm jumping in this fire with you. Because I'm going to let you know right now. I know it's hot in here. I know it's hot. But I saw how you stood up for me. I saw how you had my back. See, they turned the fire up seven times. All I keep hearing in this season is 7, 7, 7, 7. Because 7 is the number of perfection, right? You're going to turn it up. Well, God said, well, let me get on in this thing. It was 4. It went from 3 to 4. Why is everything 4, 4, 4, 4, 4 that we're seeing? Don't give up the faith, y'all. Stand in that fire. Because the Lord is standing with us. It ain't over till it's over. You hear me? Y'all be cool. This is your teacher. This is your class. Nah, it's time. It's time to show God what you made of. Peace.
Ellis Production.
Thank you for tuning in to the Ms Yvonne Show. To reach out to Ms Yvonne, be sure to follow her personal blog, Ms Yvonne Ministries, at www.MsYvonneMinistries.org. You can also follow the Ms Yvonne Show on all social media outlets to stay informed and up to date on the next show. Thank you again and have a great day.
Don't forget, God is with you in the fire. Peace.